What's up everyone? This video is going to cover 3 facts about consumption of protein, including how much protein do you need to take in order to build muscle, what is the best type of protein, and when is the optimal time to consume your protein. Let's get into it. There's many different proteins to choose from, and that can be a little bit confusing for people that are just starting into nutrition, exercise, fitness, and looking to gain muscle by consuming protein. I've covered all different types of proteins on this channel, including hemp and pea protein, which are like a vegan protein, as well as collagen-based protein and variations of whey proteins and casein protein. Now, I want to discuss quickly which is the best protein type for you to take in order to build muscle. Setting aside the fact that if you are vegan or vegetarian and you don't want to consume whey or casein proteins, you may just want to go in the direction of hemp or pea proteins, I'm going to set that aside and just focus on the most optimal protein in terms of the amino acid complex and what's going to get you the most bang for your buck in terms of building muscle. Studies show that whey protein as well as casein protein are actually the best proteins available in terms of building muscle. And this is because they are most effective in stimulating muscle protein synthesis. In addition to that, whey and casein proteins have the best amino acid profile. So that's going to yield you the most results in terms of protein consumption and how much muscle development you actually have. Before you go any further in this protein video, I'd just like to note if you watch this video to the end, I'll be doing a giveaway for some free grass-fed whey protein samples from Built by Strength. I will ship these anywhere in the world and I'll be sending a few different packages out. So stay till the end of this video, watch it through, and find out how you can participate to win some free grass-fed whey protein from Built by Strength. The main difference between whey protein and casein protein is that whey spikes and stimulates muscle protein synthesis much faster in the short term when compared with casein, which is generally going to spike the protein synthesis over a long period of time, so it's not as immediate and not quite as effective. Whey protein, generally speaking, will digest much faster than casein protein, and that's why you're going to have that shortened digestion period and that quicker absorption of your amino acids and the benefit of the muscle protein synthesis. Whey proteins also have a slightly higher leucine content, and generally speaking, whey proteins are favored over casein across all different types of studies that I've come across so far. Getting into the specific quality of the whey protein, I personally like to lean towards grass-fed whey, and this is because those are most likely going to be coming from livestock that are free roaming and consuming grass, and they're not locked down into a little room and eating grain. So generally speaking, the quality of the grass-fed whey is going to be a little bit better than the standard whey protein. And lately, the grass-fed whey protein I've been consuming is from Built by Strength, and there's actually a link in the description below to the Built by Strength website and the protein powder I've been consuming if you want to have a look at that. Now, if you're wondering when to consume your protein, the science on this is pretty clear. If you are a proponent of intermittent fasting, time-restricted eating, and you're doing fasted workouts, you generally are going to want to consume your protein within 1 hour or so after training. This is for the optimal muscle protein synthesis and to absorb that protein quickly and digest it quickly, especially if you're using the whey protein as we covered a moment ago. If you're not doing intermittent fasting, time-restricted eating, and you've actually consumed a meal prior to training, you don't necessarily have to have your protein right after your workout, because you've consumed protein pre-workout, so that muscle protein synthesis is still effective during your workout and is sustained even after your workout. So don't feel so rigid and strict about consuming protein powders right after the workout if you've had a meal prior. It's not entirely necessary according to scientific research. Now, in the case where you have not had a meal prior to exercise and you are feeling a little bit hungry and you don't necessarily want to do a fasted workout, I would suggest having a protein shake, protein powder, whey protein preferably, prior to your workout. That way, the protein synthesis is going to carry over during your workout, and again, you don't necessarily have to rigidly have a protein shake right after training. Now, getting into the main point of this video, how much protein do you need to take in order to gain muscle? There's a lot of misleading facts and information in the fitness space around how much protein one should take in order to build muscle. So I'm going to weigh in on this, pun intended, very quickly and give you some facts about how much protein you need to take in order to develop muscle over time. Lots of people like to spew out numbers like 1 gram to up to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, and these things are a little bit misinformed because it's not a set number for every individual. In fact, a lot of research has found that there is no benefit in consuming more than 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Some people may feel they need a little bit more than that, but others are quite confident and comfortable in having 0.7 up to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, the research supports that if you have between 0.7 upwards to even 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight, you're in a pretty safe range. And that's just to say that if you have 0.7, which is in essence the minimum amount, you're not necessarily going to digest that entire amount that you're intaking. So you may just want to try and up that a little bit, get closer to the 1 gram, even the 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. That way you know that what you're actually absorbing and digesting is going to probably be closer to that minimum range of 0.7 upwards to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which puts you in a good place overall in terms of building muscle. I'd like to quickly make note that if you are primarily seeking protein from powders and not from food sources, you're doing yourself an injustice. The best bang for your buck in terms of developing muscle from protein is going to come from whole foods, not powders, not any synthetic substances. You're going to want to have really high quality protein sources from food, and then that way you're going to develop the most muscle over time because you're getting the best amino acid complex from those food sources. Things I would suggest are fish, chicken, beef. Even you can go into the plant direction and have a lot of really great plant proteins that are going to give you a lot more bang for your buck than certain powders will. Giving you an example for myself, which is a male approximately 210 pounds or so, I roughly have 1 gram to 1.25 grams of protein per pound of body weight, which usually leaves me in the range of around 200 grams to 250 grams of total protein for the day. And of protein that I consume throughout the day, I would say only around 40 to 50 grams of that is sourced from powders or milkshakes or anything like that that's not whole foods. So the bulk, the majority of my protein consumption is from actual food. And I think this is the best way to go in terms of building the most muscle for yourself. And aside from building muscle, just to have the overall health benefits of consuming food instead of taking synthetic things and powders and all that. So if you're watching this video and thinking, oh, I can just have a bunch of protein powder, that's not going to happen. Switch that off and focus on having high quality whole foods, and then just supplement, have a little bit of protein on top if you're not quite hitting your numbers every single day. To participate in this giveaway for sample packs of Built by Strength's grass-fed whey protein, all you need to do is comment down below and let me know if you're currently using protein powder, and if you are, what type of protein powder are you using? If you're not using protein, just comment down below and mention that as well. And then you can say why you want to try grass-fed whey protein from Built by Strength. Aside from that, just make sure you like this video and share with a friend, or you can also visit my Instagram page and just comment on the latest photo or video there and just mention that you watched this, and you can comment on that if you don't feel like commenting on this YouTube video. Otherwise, check out Built by Strength's social media profiles. I'm sure they'd appreciate any love you can give them as well. So that's it. If you've done those things, I'm going to choose randomly from the comment section down below. I'll select a winner and I will message that winner for their address so I can ship them some free samples of Built by Strength's grass-fed whey protein. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative, entertaining. If you did, hit it with a thumbs up, add it to your favorites, and share it with a friend if you think it's going to help them as well, or if they're interested in learning more about protein powders and protein consumption. Again, check out the link in the description below for Built by Strength whey protein, grass-fed whey protein, and I'll include a coupon code down there for you as well if you're interested in purchasing, or if you have any more questions about Built by Strength, feel free to reach out to them directly on their website. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you in that next one. Take care.